By using the powers of our sorcery, we can defeat any foe. I am Evil Tim, and this is Let's Play Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. When we last left off, Cornell had begun his quest to climb all 6 of the 4 towers leading into the clock tower. So let's get to that. We have Art Tower first off. It's rubbish. So if we look around, we will see the first trace of this rubbishness in that they have left the level entrance open. That's irresponsible, and we will see the consequences of it later. But firstly, we are on to the chief mechanic of this level, Time of Day doors. Now every time you go through any of the doors that lead into this room, these 2 guys will respawn. However, when you kill any of these 2 guys, it will drop himself a Time of Day card, because they all have them, you see. They wouldn't be able to get around very easily without them. So that means that even if you come into this tower with no Time of Day cards at all, you can easily get a full set within a couple of minutes of steadfast farming, if you are a resilient fellow. So we've got 300 gold for coming in here, and we've got Reynolds' contract there. Now, that seems that this level is based on the fact that simply that they have realised that they don't even have to add in extra gameplay. All they have to do is put in a million fucking Time of Day doors, and they'll be able to make you waste time without you even doing anything. It's marvellous and brilliant. No, it's not. It's psychotic and evil. So we've used one of our moon cards, and we are not going to show any more of those Time of Day card screens. I'm going to cut all of them out. We've got a holy water in here, but we don't want it, and that moon is grinning at us for being foiled by his door. This moon is right. We do need to come into this room. This room is a room of weirdness, and you will see it's strange things. We've got platforms along the edge, and we've got a railway line going down the middle. What comes down the railway line is treasure. Wondrous. It's a treasure-destroying room. Dracula needs to vandalize things in an efficient manner, using automation, you see. It's much like that cube-destroying room that we met in Tower of Science, which is no longer in Tower of Science, if I remember correctly, and we're going to go there later to check. That will be exciting for all the family. And there's a sword stuck in the treasure as well. It's not enough for him to blow it up, he's got to stab it too. He hates treasure. He hates all forms of treasure because it keeps turning into fucking bats. Zap bats, evil and vicious creatures. We found nothing in there, so we attacked it. That's not going to menace Fantasia anymore. Thank you, Cornell. You've saved us all again. Now let's demonstrate how the camera system in this room works. Right, now, once you try to come out of this alcove, the camera will tilt in one of 2 directions. If it tilts down, that will end up with it facing towards the bottom door of the room. If you don't know that, then you are screwed, because this is an auto-view room, and you will have to presumably walk back down to the bottom of the room in order to get the camera back to pointing in the right direction again. We've got a strange dark hole there. We fear it, so we are not going to go anywhere near it. And we've got some more holy water there, but we don't want holy water. Holy water is for strange people who don't like crosses. Heathens, perhaps. So we jump up there, which heathens don't do, to prove our not being a heathen, and then a circle afflicts us. Because that's what happens when you prove you're not a heathen. It's a terrible thing. Here we have foreshadowing. Yes, we're going to fight vampires in this level. So they give us a purifying to make the whole thing meaningless. We now have Tower Key 1, and we can plunge our fist into a jewel in order to celebrate this fact. Now let us use some devious chicanery in order to get back down again. We have a tactic, you see. We'll use our strategic knowledge of this thing, and we can jump on it and ride our way down with our feet in the lap of luxury, surrounded by gold and a sword. The latter part being sillier. So we'll jump off that, and then we will transition. We will walk through this door, and then we will transition again. Hey. Right, now these knights are inefficient. They follow the Code of Chivalry. The Code of Chivalry allows them to only attack foes who are striking them from the front, or with the back of their thingy occasionally. However, we can easily defeat them by getting behind them. Like this, you see. You'll never make a knight, you won't. You're not a chivalrous fellow, Cornell. Come here and let me swing my sword at you. Come back, you villain. I'm the Earl of Essex, you know. I don't have to take this kind of bullshit from you. Her Majesty the King has blessed this sword. I'll stab you with it if you just stand the hell still. What's wrong with you? Whitehead tosspot. I'm not whitehead, and here you know, I'm old and I'm still brown now. That doesn't prove anything, you know. You're not a chivalrous fellow, not one iota. Get back here. I'll attack you even from underground. Even though I've vanished, I'll get you. I'll get you, boy. Anyway, now that we have defeated the Axe Armor, yes, we have to use another Time of Day card, and we will walk through this door, which will grin at us again. I hate those doors. Now, we have another cunning and strategic plan, which involves this. We got ourselves a power-up here and another contract, just in case we didn't buy all the fucking time of day cards on the other side of the tower. So, we'll open that, and then we will shut that guy and use a time of day card and go through here. Now, in here, we have some more money, and we got another time of day card. I guess just in case there weren't enough ways to get hold of them on this level, they're also in the torches. It's a very, very silly level. Okay, and down here we have the other way to get to a key, which is going down instead of up, you see. It's like opposites game. And in this room we have flamethrowers. They are unsafe and burn us. We hate them. Because Cornell, you see, uses gasoline in order to gel his hair. And this is bad for his hair and for his complexion. So we will try to avoid being toasted by any more of these. Now, I don't really think that if you're even slightly competent, you can take enough damage to kill you on the way up all the way down. And there is a hidden trick which we will use shortly in order to get all our health back without even using a healing item. So press that to reverse the polarity of those things. And then we'll step through this door and find it's the mirror image again. So here we have... No, it's not a cure, it's a moon card instead, which is not the opposite of a purifying. You are a bad level. So, we will save the game here again, and then we will clamber our way back up this construction, this rickety construction of doom and horror. And we will find our way forward is not blocked by anything, hooray. So, we jump onto this, which is covered in linoleum. It's part of the kitchen, you see, the mythical kitchen of Castle Dracula. It must be located somewhere near this tower, I suppose. So, dodge all the flamethrowers by ignoring them, and we will dodge this one by attempting to jump over it. Or duck it, or something. Either way, it's not going to happen. Not in this lifetime. So, further to this section, we have one more flamethrower, and then we are out of here. And we are going to fight some vampires. God like doing that, haven't you? Okay, so the camera gets all wankily, and then we can use that, and then we can walk through this door, and we can use that. Yep, another set of fiddling with time of day cards within seconds of each other. Now, for those transitions, you have to imagine each one can be between 10 and 20 seconds long, depending on how long it's skipping, which is marvellous. Just imagine how much fun this level must be if you're playing it for real. So, through this door we go, and that is the last time of day door in the level, thank holy living Christ. So, we can jump here, and this is the curious level design choice here. If you walk out the entrance, you get all your health back. That's silly. Right, so walk back again. And this time we have vampires in here. They are lurking near the opposite door, and if you rush forward like a fool, they will both attack you at once. However, we're not a fool, and we can crush them using our thingy. So the first one does that, and he gets knocked on his back for some reason. I've never seen a vampire do that, but never mind, he's dead. No more of his rubbish. So we can steal all their junk, and then we can proceed ahead through the door here, and into an even more badly planned section than this one. But first, a silly little combat interlude.